Kings and Queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my stream subscribers. You are loved, celebrated, and appreciated. African youth demand explanation from Barack Obama about the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi. Yes, Gaddafi's story is a story of mixed feelings. I don't know if that phrase is correct, but whenever you hear of Gaddafi, you hear, oh, he's a hero. He fought for the liberation of Libya. He built a solid foundation for a successful economy for Libya. And there's some part to tell you he was a tyrant. He betrayed his people. He did this, he did that. Now, I want to remind you about the power of mainstream media. Okay? Now, when they mean you, when mainstream media mean you, especially when they have ulterior motive, they have that power to paint you as a bad person. And that's why I keep telling you that the moment you begin to hear the mainstream media targeting somebody and saying this is a bad person, this is the cause of the problems of the world, the moment the mainstream media begins to portray somebody as a devil, just know that there is a whole lot behind the story. Just look at Putin today. The whole world knew Putin as a bad person. The mainstream media projected evil. Immediately you see Putin, you see evil, the one who is killing people and massacring their children in Ukraine. Not knowing that there was a secret that Putin has in his archives that they are trying to already paint him bad so that whenever he talks, people will not believe him again. We hated on Putin for a long time. And then boom, we discovered that there was a secret Putin has in his archive. This Jesus, people say you are bringing Jesus, you are the one saving people in Africa. This same Jesus look like Africans. And then you hid all these things underground. We have the truth. When Putin started releasing these things, people started saying, what is happening? So Putin has this secret. And then people started put two and two together. It's the stubbornness of this man that make this Europe and America paint him as a bad person. Because they know that there is a lot of secrets that this man has. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. So, African youths are demanding an explanation from Barack Obama. The painful thing is that Muammar Gaddafi lost his life when Barack Obama was the president of the United States. When United States of America was the world power, or is today, I don't know. They are dragging for it now. So, which nation is the world power today? Is it America or which one? All right, let's listen to the streets and hear what African youths are saying about Barack Obama and Muammar Gaddafi.
Current news updates. We, the citizens of Africa, the youth of Africa, we are calling out Barack Obama, the ex-former president of America, to explain to us what happened to Muammar Gaddafi in 2011 under his administration as an American president. They lied to us that Muammar Gaddafi was a criminal. But now we, the Africa, have realized that Muammar Gaddafi was a freedom fighter and the main criminals are the Europeans. So Barack Obama, as a president of America, then must know exactly what happened to Muammar Gaddafi. So we are calling him out to explain to us exactly what happened.
Of power, of dignity, of freedom for Africa. Africa for Africans. The land of Africa is for Africans everywhere. Our land is our land. Everything is our land. My brothers, everywhere. You are the master of your continent. You are free in your continent. In this historical time, you are strong now. You are marching to the glory for one, to the progress. Our brother, my brother Nelson Mandela, my brother. mighty. They are poor. You are your master. They are your master. They want to serve you. The IUS. Forward.
And these were his speeches. Now, when you listen to the speeches of Gaddafi prior to his assassination, you discover that there is this agitation in him. There is something he knows. He got fed up of the Western interference in the affairs of the continent of Africa. And that is why he said, you are the owner of Africa. You are the owner of your land, not the Westerners. Okay? You are the masters of your continent, Africans, not the Westerners. When you listen to the dream that I want to say Marcus Garvey, yeah, that's one of our heroes. When you listen to the dream of Muammar Gaddafi, you discover that if those dreams came to pass as at that time when he was putting these things together, it would be a blow on the collective West. The dream that Gaddafi had, if he had put it in, if they had allowed him to be alive, it would have been something else for Europe and America. And it was late. It was after he was assassinated, after some years after his assassination, because immediately he was assassinated, the news spread out. In short, they started spreading the news while he was alive, while they were frustrating him. You listen to him, there's this tension. There is this tension in the voice of Gaddafi before he was assassinated, because they had already threatened him not to push through with the plans he has for Libya. This was a strong man, and he is our hero. We refuse to believe everything that the West come to tell us about our heroes. Oh, this one is a good one. Oh, this one is the bad one. They should allow us to be the judge. They should allow us to be the judge of these heroes. Who is good and who is bad? Your Majesties, let's listen to this again. There is something I want to bring to your attention.
Well, I was with Muammar Gaddafi when Gaddafi insert in 1999 advanced coming out of the OAU to the African Union with a vision of the United States of Africa. Muammar Gaddafi spent, listen to me, billions of dollars to create the African Union. Did you know that Gaddafi gave $300 million and the other African nations gave $100 million to put up a satellite so that we who call Africa don't have to go through Europe to get to Africa? And Europe was getting $500 million a year just by our telephone calls to the continent. Now we can call directly to Africa, and that $500 million is in the hand of African people. Did you know that Muammar Gaddafi was setting up an African development bank with $70 billion in the African Development Bank from Libyan oil money? That we would not have to borrow money from the IMF and the World Bank at these exorbitant rates. Zero interest under Islamic non-usury teachings. I just left St. Kitts, and in the island of St. Kitts, he was going to set up a Caribbean Development Bank. He told the Prime Minister there, and he was going to put $1 billion in that bank for Caribbean development. Why do you think they killed him? You think they killed him because he killed his people? Hell no. They killed him because, listen to me real good, You touched my nerve with that question. Did you know that in Libya, nobody's homeless? Listen, everybody in Libya has either a home or an apartment. They call it a flat. Did you know education in Libya is free from kindergarten through college? And did you know that if a Libyan wanted to come to America to be educated, the government in Libya paid for their education? Did you know that? I was there when he opened a $500 million hospital with 18 theaters for operation. I was there, and we went when he was making their own medicines. See, this was a man that gave free medical attention to all the citizens of Libya. And if Libya did not offer that kind of medical attention, they could fly anywhere in the world and get it, and the Libyan government would pay for it. Did you know that? No, you didn't. Did you know that from the oil money, every Libyan citizen got a stipend every year? And did you know that that man had no debt? Everything in his country was paid for. See? Now when you got a man that did that for an African nation and was trying to do that for all Africa, how do you think Europe felt about it?
Your Majesties, I believe this explains a whole lot. I don't think I have anything to say even, because a whole I don't know, a whole lot was going on in my mind while I was listening to this. Okay, we have to be careful as the melanated community, especially when it is Europe or America or the collective West that points to you who your traitor is or who your savior is. We have to be careful, because a lot of our heroes have gone because we refuse to discern by ourselves who the hero is or who the traitor is, who the savior is or who the traitor is. We refuse to discern for ourselves. The moment, and that's the power that they have, and that's what I said in the previous videos, the power of the mainstream media. They can tarnish someone's image in a minute, and then they make you, they convince you into believing that what they are telling you is the truth. They will have evidences. You don't ask me how they get those evidences. There is no leader in the motherland that do not have a flaw or a downside. There is no human on the face of the earth that do not have a downside. There is nothing on the face of the earth that do not have a downside. But when the mainstream media want to destroy someone, they go and capitalize on the downside of that person and add, they revamp it, they do it in a way that you just feel there's nothing good coming from this person. And this is how we lost most of our leaders. And it is when they are gone that our eyes now open. Okay? Libyans were manipulated to dislike their own savior. And Europe and America came okay, they are the ones that came now. We are your saviors. Your own brother is the one that want to kill you. And they succeeded in turning Libyans against Gaddafi. And Gaddafi was assassinated. A sweet plan. Everything went well. I think the wife was even involved when you listen to the story, or you go through the story critically. They took this man. They have been taking our leaders who are saviors in cold blood from ages past. They have been taking out all our messiahs in cold blood from ages past, these wicked people. And up until now, we have not learned from our mistakes as the African people. And do you know how they do this thing? When they are doing it, do you know how they do it? They use you and me to take them out. Yes. And that's where manipulation comes in. And that's where we've talked about the traits of Nephilims here. The traits of the descendants of Nephilim. Manipulation is one of it. You know, they are sly. So they know how to convince you into believing something that is not true. Okay? And it's unfortunate that it was a black ruler that was used to take out this hero in the black community. What do you think about Muammar Gaddafi? His plans for Libya and the whole of Africa, as you have heard. What do you feel about his assassination? Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, Your Majesties, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.